Welcome to Let's Rant About It. It's your girl, Randi, Rossario, the host of the greatest podcast in the world, period. I'm sitting here kicking it with the cool kids per usual. Crystal the Doll. Are you still Crystal the Doll?
I'm trying to drop it, but
okay,
it's still
Crystal,
there.
my bad.
It's still
2K.
there.
The faithful. The faithful.
The liar.
The faithful.
Anton Daniels, the instigator. Latia and Poppy Chulo. So we're going to get right into it. Last week on Instagram, Poppy Chulo was having a viral moment talking about 50-50 relationships with his 14-year-old daughter. And he basically came to the conclusion and said that he don't believe relationships should ever be 50-50, and he is not teaching his daughter to ever go into a relationship 50-50. Let's get into that conversation.
Okay, well, we want to start it.
I want to start with why you feel like that.
Just how it is. She already knows she's watching her father be the leading example of how this shit's supposed to go. I believe it is a right and a wrong. People always say the truth is subjective. No, it's not. The truth is the truth. You know what I'm saying? Households that's actually sticking together, that's actually built this longevity thing, we all have roles. We have roles to play. And we have our own masculine and feminine to fall into. You know what I'm saying? And by a man taking care of those situations, right? We are supposed to provide, no matter if we're loved or respected. As a man, you're supposed to provide. That's just what we come with.
Right.
So my daughter already understanding at a young age, hey, you're not looking for the archetype of a man that's gonna go 50-50 with you. You don't need a freaky roommate. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, is that what 50-50 is? A freaky roommate?
Hey, who else splitting bills? If you can't take care of yourself, nigga, you don't need to be in a relationship. I'm all for, hey, build yourself first and then seek a woman, because you have to prepare to even be with a woman. Or you just gonna struggle, her ass gonna struggle along with you. You're gonna take her down with you.
What's wrong?
I hate that you say that, because for y'all to say that a dude that don't have shouldn't be dated, then when he get rich, y'all shouldn't say that he should be with one woman. So are you teaching your daughter that she needs to share this nigga?
No, because remember, that's subjective as far as rich, right? Rich is different for everybody.
I know dudes a provider. Y'all saying
I know dudes who actually take
he
care
don't
of
need to be in a relationship.
60,000, they taking care of the household.
Well, listen, if he could take care of 60,000,
where they live at?
You saying don't be in a relationship. All right. So are you teaching your daughter? Are you teaching your daughter that when she get a dude that can provide, that he can provide for multiple women and just not her?
Nah, she ain't gonna be with a bum ass nigga.
See,
That's bum ass nigga mentality. Let me tell you this. A real man ain't got no time for no thousands of different women.
How come we don't?
I don't. And I call myself the realest of any man. You know what I'm saying? I don't have time for millions of women.
No, you for sure a freaky bum if you ain't got it together and you trying to date multiple women. That's
you feel me? Like, when do we have the time?
He didn't say multiple women. He said dating before you start dating.
He was saying like
Hair bonding had nothing to do with money. When they was cavemen, it wasn't about money. About just go give me a tiger, nigga.
You're not a fucking caveman.
But I'm saying, so
and we have
why
fucking
y'all
bills.
keep putting money on basic human biology? You
Because
can't have sex.
Say human again.
I mean,
I'm sorry. Say human again.
Human.
Say Cuban.
Nah,
say Cuban, please.
It blow me
Cuban.
how I see homeless people having sex. That blow me. I'm not gonna lie to you, because honestly, like episode 2, we talked about, people having sex and how like a child could come from that.
Yeah.
What I don't understand is like when I'm going through financial difficulties, I'm gonna say that I'm blessed. I have not, it haven't been like that for me. But when I did, I had no sex drive. I wasn't even in the mood to have sex or be around nobody in that way.
Bro.
Because like I got too much to do. You feel me? So like for me, you definitely if a man is a freaky bum, ain't got no money, can't do nothing for you, and he just want to fuck, you done for dealing with that. You
That's
feel
on
me?
you.
I don't think 50-50 is a bad thing.
with the 40
And
in
I'm
my
gonna say
pocket.
this because, like I said, it's everybody's situation. Everybody not walking around like you.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say that to say the world that we living in right now, and even like I'm 34. I just turned 34 in August. And from being a child to growing up now, I just see that it's a lot of poverty. You get what I'm saying?
Listen, but we can't fall into that. We can't
can't.
fall in that.
That's why
Especially
you
as
supposed to
men.
He definitely can't teach his daughter
We got
that.
24 hours.
You can't fall into that, but the
what
truth
you
of the
have
matter-
though, you try to go get a job, you work a job, you feel me? Then when you get your check, after they take out whatever they gonna take out of it, sometimes people gotta choose whether or not they gonna pay their bills or they gonna eat.
Crystal,
That's how
them niggas
bad
in the
it is
strip
right
club,
now.
they drinking, they
We
smoking.
ain't talk about that.
They doing all that.
But
let's say even for the men that's doing right in life, that's doing right by they household,
It's a
that's
struggle
working every day
sometimes.
in real life. Let's talk statistics.
Let's do it.
The average American is making about $50,000 a year right now.
Uh-huh.
That's not enough when it comes to how this inflation is.
It depends on how you live it. It could be enough if you move into a certain place. Remember, you got to move towards your lifestyle.
You have to move towards your lifestyle. But honestly, if you already created a certain lifestyle, even if you are living your most basic lifestyle, people are struggling out here.
Right.
People are struggling to pay their bills.
Who choice is that?
Society choice.
Hold on, because men will sit on and they'll down that hill like, nigga, it's just hard out here. Hell no.
Yeah.
I work two jobs. I had a daytime, nighttime, and on the weekend I'm holding signs for Craigslist. I'm doing everything a man's supposed to do to support a family.
I can respect that.
Them niggas got one job.
Them niggas only going to job, only one job for 60 hours a week. Them niggas be tired too.
Who cares?
They're doing hard. They're working in factories building
cars.
Who
cares? Our granddaddy was in that bitch 24/7. He had to walk to work.
Be clear, my granddaddy, one of my granddaddies was a fucking killer and the other was a bum ass nigga. So
rent was $2.
That's true.
Back then they could come home and
but y'all do understand we ain't talking about like 80 years ago. We have the internet. If you on the internet sending dick pics, you on that bitch sending this and that.
That's
free. We understand it's 500 million people on there every single day.
He said that's free.
Hey,
it's nothing for me to upload.
Look, it's 500 million people on social media every single day. Niggas is selling shit 24/7. Why haven't you put something out there, a product or something, just to try to combat the times of how hard it is outside?
People who do try so hard and their businesses just don't take off.
They're not learning from the right people. It's right people that's really doing this that actually has the proof and the results of the
What about
flow.
I agree with him. If you try hard enough, you gonna get there.
Not in real life, because
let
me tell you why that's not true.
Come on.
There are so many situations that's come up when it comes to redlining as Black people. When you start a company and you're looking for funding, you're looking to get funding and you're looking to grow your business. If you're not a certain credit score, if you're not living in certain zip codes, if you're not doing certain things, you're not going to get that loan.
You don't need funding. You don't need funding.
There.
Randy, you don't need funding. I sold my damn TV to buy the damn
You
print.
don't have an answer,
Jordans. I sold all my Jordans. I had probably over, I think, $13,000 in Jordans. And I was a broke nigga, because that's what we do.
Let me hold on.
These niggas buying shoes off DH Gate. Who the fuck they gonna sell them?
Them niggas in the hood right now.
Hold on. Pop, he right in a way. Because two things could be true at the same time. I don't agree with the whole a man is supposed to take care of everything when you first started building. I do think that a lot of people got self-inflicted wounds. They out here financing fucking Hellcats. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of shit that people do.
I mean, the Hellcats do go really fast.
But I'm just saying that if we really want to look at our life, when we look at our lifestyle, a lot of us buy shit that we don't need to impress people, to impress people that don't even give a fuck about us.
Or to feel good about ourselves.
Well, but it's still bad. But here's the flip side though. As far as bringing it back to the 50-50 conversation, I think that the best time for you to get married is when you don't have shit.
I agree.
Marriage is built for people to come together and then exchange strengths for weaknesses.
What you mean by not having it?
So
basic.
Even completely. So like, for example, I know that we like to say that a man shouldn't be in a position or he shouldn't even be dating until he has something. But the problem with that is that we still do shit that you're not supposed to do outside of marriage.
Like
right?
what?
So, like having sex.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, and having kids and all of that other shit, right? But here's the key though. It's not to where the problem with men, especially that start to have a lot of resources, is that we're not afraid of marriage, we're afraid of divorce.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't build it with us, so you don't really have no equity in what it is that I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I may take care of you, but then you feel like you have some kind of hold on me or some equity in what it is that I've already came into the situation with.
Correct.
You don't have nothing from that. But if you was there from the inception,
you feel
right, and we built it together, which means that I'm gonna have some ups, I'm gonna have some downs. I came out of high school making $120,000 a year.
Baller.
But in 2007, I went completely broke and had to move back into my mom's basement.
Didn't we all?
You know what I'm saying? But my point is that her dedication in that instance really gave her the equity because we was dedicated and we had one vision.
You had a vision though before you met her, right?
But my point is that we didn't have to necessarily have resources in order to build together. You know what I'm saying? We were still having the same one mindset. And as long as we were together, we were stronger together than we were apart.
But did you have a vision before you met her?
Yeah, because that's key.
That's important.
That's key.
We need to know that.
You can have little money, but if you got a vision and a blueprint.
But that's additional context. My point is that before we had a child, because she hasn't worked a regular job since we had a daughter. Right. So she ain't had no regular job since 16, since my daughter, 16 years ago.
I know that's right, Rita girl.
But here's the caveat. When we came together, she was working and she was willing to give me her whole check.
She looks so
No. Real talk. Like hand me get a lump sum of money.
Why did she have to do that? If you
No. I
asking?
said she were willing to.
But why would she have to?
Because she didn't want the responsibility that men would. She was willing to fall under whatever
okay.
vision that I had for the family.
Got it.
Right.
So,
my point is,
trusted
so
She
even,
trusted him that much.
even though she was willing to give it to me, I didn't take it. But my point is that
She was willing.
my point is that
was
she didn't have one foot in and one foot out. She was all in.
100%.
Or she wasn't with me for what it is that I could do for her. But she then became the beneficiary of what it is that I built, right?
You be taking your
But all I'm saying is, I think that a lot of times we wait too long, and then that's when you start bringing all of this trauma into relationships.
Yes.
You can't unsee the person that you had problems with. We start to bring children into the situation, and you don't have no equity, and you don't really build with the person. I know her. I know when she walks in the door, I could tell whether or not she upset, feeling good, all of it. Just, I don't have to talk to her. I already know it.
Do you think you know her because you took away that stress of that 9 to 5?
No, I know her because I've been with her for a long time. It's
And you say
just
she
all
haven't
about
worked.
time.
How long was you with her until you retired?
So I got married at 22,
Uh-huh.
and then we had a child at 26.
Okay.
So the way I did it, because I took the money, but it's not what y'all think. No, it's not what you think. So, no, for real.
You said you from Memphis?
Nah, I'm from Mississippi. So check it out.
Sound like a Mississippi pimp to me.
Nah, listen. So
I know a Mississippi pimp when I see one.
I put my wife on a senator-based contract. All right. So I really
think he's telling the truth.
He do. He be dead serious.
My wife had to pay 50-50, and every year I was lighting the load for it, because I'm just not gonna give you all this relief just because. So every year we together, I'm taking the stress away.
So what if she was like, I'm just not gonna give you all this pussy just because?
Well, then guess what? I'm for the
So you for the
rest of the stress on her, and then she gonna do it by herself. But it worked out for her. My wife ain't worked a job in 3 years. Woo! All that. Give me the
He got to go right to the point. Everybody got to the point. Everybody got to the point.
But now, so listen, and I feel like that's the problem with women. They getting it too fast, too early. Like, you got to let her work for it so she can still remember how I feel to pay the rent.
Bro, listen, and let me tell you about the comments, right? So when they posted that video on Shade Room and everything, I'm looking at the comments. I'm even looking at the commentary of the people that's talking on the video. And they saying things like, yo, how you know that woman can actually handle shit? How you know this and that? And I'm like, well, she was handling shit before I met her. That's what attracted me to her. She was handling shit by herself. So when she did that shit, I'm like, listen, let me step in now. You showed me already that you're the person that's willing to do X, Y, and Z by your fucking self.
Yeah.
So now that you're with me, I'm going to take that shit away from the inception, especially if I can. That means you move in with me. Let's see what your bills look like.
This step here.
Let's make it happen.
She was handling all that for her.
Yeah.
You she gotta be tested, nigga. You got to know if she gonna handle it for you.
What are you, a second grade teacher?
Why we want to have it?
Because some females will do all that for themselves, but when it's time for them to front load and carry the torch,
Can
I tell you why we're out of there at that point? Some of us because of the conversation we're actually having here, a lot of women leave when things get bad or go completely left because, number one, a lot of the times they are there because you're able to provide. But you mean to tell me you crashed out, you can't provide, and you a bad leader, and you a liar, and you a cheater, nigga? I'm out of here. I'm not fucking standing around.
But she should have never been with him in the first place.
Yeah.
6 months. It takes 6 months.
2K
3 to 6 months, man.
Women do not make the right.
No. I think that the biggest
problem. No, we absolutely know, and I say that all the time. A lot of time, women pick men and they look at the potential and what they could be. We're not here to raise
part of the problem.
You said let my daddy pick my dude?
Yeah.
Part of the
if
problem.
my daddy picked the man that I was married to, I'd be squabbling with that nigga every motherfucking day.
That's probably what you need.
But part of the problem.
Hey.
He said you need to be in the abusive relationship.
Make it work. You just gotta make it make sense. You gotta make it make sense.
But no.
You know how I'm raising my kids.
But part of the problem is that I think that women overvalue their pussy, honestly.
No.
They
He's
really
talking about
do.
the rest of y'all. He ain't talking about me.
No, because they think that just because they open their legs, that just qualifies them to get every fucking thing.
It does.
Right? It doesn't.
It do.
Like, the price of boxes went down. Like,
Seriously.
it went way down.
Me.
Maybe not yours, but it's more box that's available that's cheaper. with inflation.
Quality is horrible.
No, seriously, inflation got it all the way down.
Smells like a swap meet.
No, it depends on if she get laid off or not.
Don't sleep on no blowout pussy.
No.
We having blowout deals like 20 for 20 get that coochie.
No, seriously, during the pandemic. No, seriously, during the pandemic, when the majority of women were affected, you'll be surprised what they would bust it down for a real one.
Nah, listen.
But here's the problem.
I believe you. That's why OnlyFans got as big as it
did. It did.
Yeah.
And women, and when they get down on their luck, and this is a real, they start selling box, and they reframe it to say, "Oh no, this is not selling. No, you selling box. That's really what it is." But here's the problem, though, is that when women then get into a situation where a man is carrying the load financially, they don't have purpose. And they think that the problem is that they think that they're just supposed to sit and go to brunch every day. That's an issue. You're still supposed to be productive. You're still supposed to add value. Yeah. And that can come in a lot of different ways.
What if we're having business meetings at brunch?
I don't even necessarily need you to work for me. You can, but my point is that a lot of women get relaxed and then they get lazy and then they get content.
So the work just isn't in the home anymore. Taking care of the kids, that's
it could be taking care of the kids.
Okay.
But for example, there's a lot of women that may not have children is looking for a guy to lighten the load, but that don't necessarily mean that they're being productive once he does. And all I'm saying is there's another part of the conversation that we never have. We say that, okay, well, men is supposed to be the providers. Cool, I'm with that. At some point, you grow to the point to where you the provider, okay? But then what the fuck you gonna do?
Yeah. Look, what do you do when you got
somebody said that same thing.
I don't want my woman to work.
I heard somebody say
right now.
Because your box is not enough.
But so
y'all,
that's
I'm paying 100. I'll take the 50.
So look,
give me the 50 right now because I'm already paying 100%.
Right.
I say 50 right now.
Can I say that?
Right now.
Wait, she said
today.
Hold on, y'all.
100% of my bills right now.
So you say right now you pay 100% of your bills. So you going 50-50.
So you'll take a 50-50
right now.
So explain to me why you say that. Let her talk.
Well, just because I'm paying 100 already right now. So 50 is less than 100. I want to be able to be financially free and do what I really love to do in my spare time. And if I got 50% coming in, I'll be able to go and find purpose or do whatever it is.
You know what type of nigga you gonna get for 50-50?
No, she gonna get
50%.
And hopefully this isn't forever because I'm listening to everybody's perspective. Somebody said you got to make them work for it a little bit. Yeah. So hopefully, along the line, because I'm going pour into you. It's like you're gonna get
my relationship.
It may start off at 50, but I don't think it's gonna be there forever after getting.
And I'm you.
No, she was too.
So I'm you. I was 100% by myself for a long time, even in past relationships. 100%. I've been that girl that fronted him, or like I said, wrong shoot. No. But even in them type of situations, I've been that girl that didn't have a problem lifting them back up when they fell. I'm gonna just put it like that: ride or die. Been there, done right.
Show me.
Let
her finish.
I had that mind frame towards the wrong men. Okay, so I stepped outside of the box, and then the person that I deal with now is totally different from the dudes that I've dealt in the past. So much so that he thought that I was joking when I said that I liked him, like I did. Because they were so used to me dealing with a certain type of man. Yeah. He didn't believe it at first. Let's fast forward to where we are in our relationship. We live together. We split the bills. We work together. You know what I'm saying? We're building an empire together. As far as what we're doing, we have a production company that we're building together. We're doing stuff together. So we've had this conversation. Yes, marriage is on the floor, but we one of them people that's not going to rush into it. We can't pay for our wedding, and we can't do that, but we know we get married. I'm not worried about that. Am I worried about other women? No, I'm not worried about that. We're focused right now. So I get what he's saying. You're going to build this together. Yes, I came in with kids, but he came in with the understanding of I love those babies too.
Wait,
so
caveat.
It works.
That's a caveat.
So it works.
Are you working together?
Yes, we work
Only
together.
if you're working together.
So yes, so it works for me. It works for my situation. And I say that for me, it's been a blessing to go from 100% to 50-50. And one day for me, it's going to be nothing. Because we make it clear. When we get to this point.
Don't listen.
No. What you're missing is that I hate to frame it like this, but women got to go through some shit.
Yes.
In order for them to appreciate a guy coming in and taking some of the load up.
See? If I had not went through what I went through in the past, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
You probably would have dogged them before.
I might would have taken it for an advantage. I'm not doing that no more. I really appreciate what I have.
These women are stronger than what you think, and this is my logic right here. If she could push a baby stronger, she could push a lawnmower. Okay?
Listen, that's what y'all set y'all up.
She shouldn't have to.
Y'all set yourself up for that.
But you know what you're dealing with when you get with.
No. Remember, most
they show you that until.
No. Listen, these women are stronger than what we give them the credit for.
They are strong, but they shouldn't have to be.
I dated a nigga like this before. Let me tell you how that went.
It should went with a ring.
Definitely did not marry that nigga. This man told me when I talked about paying bills and whatnot, because he moved into my condo that I own.
Oh, hell no. Men should never.
When I talked to him about paying bills, this man fixed his mouth to tell me, you would be paying them if I wasn't here anyway.
Well, that was
hell. You put it out right.
Now he was entitled.
And my goofy ass logic was like, well, that's true. I guess you could just stay here.
It is.
No, it is.
It's true.
But I've been there.
It's true. It's true that you're gonna have to pay all your bills on your own, but no real man is gonna allow you to.
No real man ain't moving with a woman.
I agree.
I challenge the logic. No real woman is gonna watch her dude pay 100% of it while she's sitting on her ass.
Boy, fuck you.
I'm working a job too. I'm a mama. I'm a wife. I'm making sure that he catered to. I'm making sure that them kids right home is being taken care of. Now, if you that type of woman and you doing what you supposed to do,
y'all
it
be giving them kids the iPad.
We not talking about the type though.
Pause.
We not
and
talking
maybe I'm the exception to the rule because I homeschool my child. My 4-year-old is homeschooled 100%.
That's a whole job.
Like we talked about on the last episode, it's too much going on in these schools.
It is.
And I would rather teach my child and let someone else corrupt my child.
I wish I knew
so
better.
it might be some girls out there that's just giving.
Me too.
Honestly, me too. I wish that I would have pushed more for my oldest two to be homeschooled when I first joined their life because I had the opportunity with my middle child for sure to do that. But because things were where it was when it came to our co-parenting situation, I didn't have the authority and the power to do that. And they're now used to school. So what do you want to say? Oh, come on out.
Same with mine.
Y'all be Google tablet mammies. That's what I call you. You don't clean up until 2 hours before your dude, an hour before your dude get home.
Is it clean when you get there, nigga? What does it matter?
But listen. Y'all spent 7 hours doing nothing.
First of all, I did a whole lot. I decompressed. I went through a lot this week. I watched 5 episodes. Yeah, I watched 5 episodes of Law and Order SVU. I stayed in my femininity for a second. I ate some really good food. And I designed like 2 different graphics for social media.
Hey, listen. As long as you know when you come in that house, that shit feels like a castle. Even if you in a fucking Section 8 apartment,
I get it.
You walk in that bitch, be like, thank you. You prepared this shit for me.
I
don't care what you did for the rest of your
2 hours
day.
or 30 minutes before you walked in.
Come on, PC. You know you listen.
Come on.
You ain't even look.
Nah,
bro.
it's hard work.
He got helpers.
He got maids and shit.
Yeah,
we got maids, but we got maids for the kids though. You know what I'm saying?
See what I'm saying? though? He can't relate.
Okay, so real life.
I mean, but in real life,
he can't relate.
Bracket though. Why can't I get a man? I feel like once you do make it to a
No, I'm with it. But we talking about people that's listen. Y'all all fucking out of touch.
Come on.
We talking about people that's getting it out the mud.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
Like the average household income together is like $67,000 to $70,000 a year.
Yep.
Taking taxes out and feeding everybody. You got the 401k over there, retirement.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He keep eating up all of the food. The
Kids want to play Roblox.
And then he got friends that come over. So my point is that
that's the failure to adapt.
But my point is that when you building it together, I think that a lot of times women that have suffered a little bit and had to do it on their own are a lot more appreciative of a guy that actually is about, you know what I'm saying, that come and take that load off.
And that's why men should date single moms.
No.
No, some are damaged.
I
get why there are bad situations with that.
Heck
because
no.
I know women that do it on their own the entire time, then get a good man that will sit up and say, you know what, focus on you, them kids, get yourself together. Get a business plan together. I'm gonna invest in you.
They tell that to fire women.
Stop, listen. I've seen those women turn into slugs, complete slugs.
That's what I'm saying.
What you said, like they turn into, they don't want to do nothing. They get lazy. And that's that same woman who was just doing it all by herself.
But can I give you an opposite to that?
What?
A lot of the times, and now this is my experience, a lot of the times when you have a man that steps in and starts paying everything and doing everything, a lot of times that comes with you being under their control and you being under their thumb.
But you're supposed to be under my control.
Yeah, but a lot of that's not fair because I seen your level of control. Your control is not what I'm talking about. Your control is you have.
No, you're framing it as controlling.
Yes.
When I say under my control, you got to understand that also comes under my covering, right?
That's what I'm talking about.
Control is not a bad thing.
Hold on, let me. It can be.
You talk about boys with the big wheel.
When it's toxic.
When a money nigga gets with you and he is not healed and he does not have a genuine covering or a genuine relationship that has a foundation with God and a genuine foundation like Anton has that comes from families with marriages and see what marriages are and how a man's supposed to step up and step in, that man's going to think he has a slave.
That's a boy.
Yeah, that's all he wants you for.
And that's what happens. I don't like that.
That's a
and
boy.
a lot of the times, a lot of women lose themselves in relationships when it comes to this because a dude, for me personally, what happened was I dated a guy who saw my light with other people. People love me. I host events. People rock with me. We would go out. People would be speaking to me, men and women. Who is that? Who is that? He wanted me to be at home barefoot in the house.
Yeah.
Baby, you don't make enough money for that.
And that's how you lose that drive.
You don't make enough money
What's
for that.
the-
Even if you did make enough money for that,
What's
baby,
the number?
We gonna be over. We gonna
What's
be
the
over
number?
and we gonna be over in 2 years because I'm only gonna be able to deal with this shit for a second.
Do you see
No.
what's happening? We got men and women. We got both men and women. Women are scared for a man to come in there and take care of everything based off of being controlled. Men are scared of taking care of everything and getting cheated on. That's the two biggest conversations that they've been having for the longest, especially when I'm talking to them.
Okay,
it's like I don't want to be cheated on.
But here's the question:
I don't want to be controlled.
What's the number?
They don't know the number.
The shut the fuck up number.
They don't know.
Oh, the shut the fuck up number?
Yeah, what's the
that
number?
That you have to give us yearly?
No, not give you, just him making. What's the shut the fuck up number?
They don't know.
The shut the fuck up. The shut the fuck up.
No. And let's be clear. Y'all all got a number.
No,
you may not know what it is.
We all absolutely have a number. Here we go. The shut the fuck up number is probably high 6 figures because what we're not gonna do is pretend like six. Well, that was making 6 figures used to be a goal.
So what?
Right?
No. Give me a real number. Is it 7, 600,000, 500,000, 4, 3, 2? What is it?
About 950,000 a year. Nah, shut the fuck up.
Listen, all right. So this one you got to put on your big girl pants. Go to the pussy appraisal shop and ask yourself why you ain't getting it.
Pussy been appraised, baby. My baby get money.
Well, she not talking. He's not talking about you. He's not talking about you. He's talking in general.
I'm saying this
He's saying
really got
what?
to ask yourself.
No. And that was the next question, right?
Raw.
Because I said, what's the number? So now the question that you got to ask yourself is, okay, you got this number. Why should I do that for you? Like, what qualifies you above anybody else to be able to get that type of treatment?
What I'm gonna bring to the table?
Nope. What?
What I'm bringing to the table?
No, not you. Stop, Randy.
No,
Randy.
she asked me.
No. Listen. When you talk, you gotta talk in general. What does a woman have to qualify? Because I didn't say me, I didn't say him, what we make. In general, what does a woman have to do in order to be able to qualify for that? That separates from her?
Bring a genuine, be a asset, be a genuine asset.
How?
By being able to mother children, being able to read the room, being able to show up in business situations as not only just your arm candy, but if necessary you need to talk as a person that can speak as well. Being the person that can to be able to adjust and see how your man is feeling in the moment. Like the way you said you can read your wife when she walk in the room, we can read our husbands too. I can tell whether or not you're in a good mood, a bad mood, you need your dick sucked, you hungry or whatever. That is what women bring to the table. And a lot of times that's underestimated.
You missing $600,000.
And we bring in peace. A lot of y'all like
that's for $100,000 nigga right there.
Hold on.
As a nigga, no. Listen,
I
just started making
Mississippi Public
$100K.
Schools fucked you up. You
That's
said
the basic package. That's what I just started getting.
But I said,
But you got to remember that, like,
how much are y'all paying for the price
I
of
need
peace?
for
Like if you just got a peaceful
$600,000.
woman that's shutting up and everything.
That shit pricey.
How much are you paying for the price of peace?
Latia came with a good question. How much are you paying for the price of peace if you had a woman?
But here's the thing, like,
have it all.
we don't need y'all for peace.
What you need us for?
Shit, I do.
He
No.
made the difference.
But what I'm saying is,
What do y'all need us for then at this point?
No.
What are we here for?
No. I'll answer that question. I'll answer that question. But the problem is that, again, I think that women have these crazy standards, but they don't really understand that or really know their own value.
Do we have standards? Because a second ago you said we ain't got
No,
no standards. We be fucking on niggas
I said, what's the number to shut the fuck up? I think that women just by default should shut the fuck up. I don't.
Not for a Taco Bell Tony.
No.
Not for Taco Bell Tony.
Not for Taco Bell. How much are you paying
Bell
for
Tony
me
ain't
to
getting
shut the fuck
Listen.
up?
Listen. No.
What's the price of that? Like, how much do you pay for this?
Okay, so when you say he just
hold on.
It's priceless.
What I'm saying
he
is,
said shut the fuck up.
He said shut up, period.
what I'm
He said you
saying
should
is,
shut up, period.
femininity and peace. It should not be a price that goes along. You can't turn it on and turn it off depending on how much you do make.
Yes, the one again.
But you said
That's a fact, bro.
No.
You saying that I can't
That's a
shut
fact,
up.
bro.
Because women and I hate when women tell that whole thing. Because women that are peaceful no matter what.
No matter what. Okay.
Women that are feminine are feminine no matter what. Yes, they are. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I know women that no matter what their circumstance was, they have always been nice to everybody that they dealt with.
But that's a horrible thing. You better stop being nice to these niggas.
If you telling me that you can't be a nice, peaceful person, and it's only conditional based off.
Nice to get you fucked over. Nice to get you stepped on. Nice to be. You will be this rug right here under my feet.
That part.
So you telling me you gotta treat a dude like shit just because he?
No.
What kind of shit is that?
You treat somebody with kindness. It's a difference between being nice and it's a difference between being kind.
And
being kind means I have a good heart. Being kind.
They synonyms. Nice and kind is the same thing.
No, they're not.
They
are.
This is why I agree with what you said about people being equally yoked. And I say that because when y'all on the same playing field and y'all on the same level of understanding, you don't have issues like that about a man.
We're not on the same level from your man.
I'm not talking about that. We said equally yoked. When I'm saying y'all mentally, physically, y'all merge. Y'all are
we not there ever.
Yes, you can.
You can't be on the same level in your mind.
This is
Hold on, let her finish.
I'm saying that to say this. I've never minded shutting the fuck up in no type of situation. But it kills me that majority of the men who want women to shut the fuck up barely know how to lead correctly.
Come on,
Tony wants you to shut up.
If you can lead right, of course
you ain't even got to tell me to shut up.
Y'all
You don't have to say nothing. You walk in the room and it's the order
I
that
know,
you
right? What do you mean?
That's bullshit.
If you lead it right, you
Y'all know.
shut the fuck up.
This is fact.
I never
I got a daddy. My daddy been around me for my whole life.
I'm talking in general, my love.
Well, you better talk to them
I
hoes.
feel like it's toxic situations when a person don't even want you
You
to
say
be
y'all
able to
hoes
say how
ain't
you
got daddy.
feel. You get
This
what I'm
No,
right
when
here.
I say
That's
shut the
the
fuck
issue.
up, I'm saying that there are women that are argumentative for the sake of being argumentative.
Yes, that is true.
There are women that are toxic and they think that they just this way or they gonna be that way no matter who it is
And
that
then
they
the
with.
ones who don't
When
need
I
to be
say
with
shut the
nobody,
fuck
they need to
up,
heal.
I'm speaking
Therapy.
figuratively. I'm saying that a peaceful person or a nice woman is nice regardless of the socioeconomic status that she in.
Facts.
That does not determine, whether or not, oh man, he making $1 million. Because I know chicks, I've seen it. We've even seen it. Y'all probably got friends who man make a whole lot of fucking money and they still talk a lot of shit.
Yeah, they do.
I don't have
And so when women then say that was a rhetorical question in a way, because when women say, well, the number is this, it's not. It's not.
Like what? Okay.
It's not.
So
Because it's dudes that ain't got no fucking job and he a hobo. He a homosexual. He couch surf.
them hobos.
And the
just be
women
fucking
be
them
shutting the
girls
fuck up dealing with him.
But that's because the hobo.
And he ain't making no money. And he pimping them. And he pimping them.
My friend said that the hobo dick be fucking them up.
Hey,
And he be pimping them.
Let's be honest.
And so I don't want to hear that shit. Like, I think
do
that people need to start being honest. The minute that they start honest with themselves, you are what you attract. If you can't find a person that values you or is putting you in a position where you can then be empowered because they understand that the best version of you is the best version of me, then that is a self problem. That is a problem where you got to look in the mirror and say, what the fuck am I?
Self?
Because you are what you attract. And so at some point, it ain't a number.
You be visiting a homeless shelter though.
This is facts.
It ain't a number.
It ain't,
Nigga, I go to McDonald's, I still love soul food. The fuck? That's a little quick fix, but
It's 2024.
It's all your choices you make.
So,
Just like
okay,
with
wait,
the
I got a
men.
real question.
The
In
men
real
who
talk-
have all that money. Can I say this real quick?
Yeah.
The men who make all that money, and then we are, and this is what it boils down to at the end of the day. In every relationship, you make a choice with who you deal with, who you dealing with. Like you said, with women see these red flags in men, men see these red flags in women.
Correct.
This man
That's
got all
facts.
this money and he chose this woman with all his mouth, but he ain't left her alone yet.
Correct.
That's his choice.
Correct.
And he's dealing with it.
Correct.
So at the end of the day, that's what he wanted. You feel me?
I agree.
Yeah.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I think that guys make bad decisions also.
But
I'm gonna bring it. No, that's true too.
Y'all choose us, right?
That's true, and we held accountable for that. But here's
So
the
you
problem.
chose this lady with the loud mouth.
I agree.
You married her.
100%.
And you giving her your whole check.
Correct.
So that's
and
on
I think
you,
that
right?
True. And I'm not disagreeing with y'all on that. I think that that's true too. Two things can be true at the same time. Here's the problem. When it comes back down to the original question of what are we teaching our daughters, right? I don't teach my daughter to not go 50-50. I teach my daughter to look for a person with good character.
There you go.
Period.
I teach my daughter, don't focus on what he make, because if he 20 and he 22, 21 years old, He's supposed to be broke unless he getting it
coming
illegally.
out the gate like
Oh,
that.
y'all got put your kids
Hold
in
on,
the right
hold on.
situation.
Listen. I'm
Right
saying
environment.
I teach my daughter
know better
to
now.
look for the
You can do
qualities,
that.
to
Yeah.
look for the qualities that she sees and how it is that I treat her mother.
Facts.
I don't care about money. I don't care about none of that shit. None of that matters to me because the money is gonna come and go. The question that you gotta ask yourself is, who the fuck are you when you ain't got no more money?
That part.
Because that really shows the character of a person.
That's why I
Anybody
think
can
when
be
you
whatever
meet
they
at
want to
that
be when
point-
they got a bunch of money.
Yeah.
So what I teach my daughter, not through what I say to her, but through my actions, is to pay attention to how I treat your mother.
Yeah.
Pay attention to how I talk to her. Let me show you how it is that I put her in a position, how I care for you and how I care for her. Those are the qualities that you look for in a man. The money is gonna come anyway. He gonna figure it out. He gonna adapt. He gonna go and get it. If he got, look at the work ethic, look at the character, look if he got fear, and look at those things. That's what I teach my daughter. I don't give a fuck if she go 50-50.
It's a lot of dudes that they got those characters that still can't figure it out because they're stuck in certain mindsets, right? So you do that, and this is what I do. I said, listen, baby, you start dating around this age. We already got a certain age range, whatever the case is. You're already gonna have a position in the company. So when you get out of school, you come work for me. And guess what? Whoever you date, this is my opinion, my choice, right? Whoever you date, they're gonna have to come work for me.
Nope.
They come and work for me
Nope.
because I'm gonna get to see your character. I'm
Nope.
gonna get to see if
Oh,
you're
that's like that.
consistent.
How
I'm
it
gonna
is.
come see
Nope.
if you're dedicated.
Nope.
You're not letting that man be a man.
No,
You gotta let him be a man.
Remember, if he
You
shows
gotta
up
let him be
every
a
day,
man.
if he
That's
shows
a
up
good
every day,
point.
if he actually works on time, if he shows, he's gonna show me certain characteristics. A man shows characteristics.
But
in
see,
his work
he-
ethic.
and let me tell you the difference of what I teach.
If you feeding him,
That's
he
true.
can't do that.
He can't be
But
with her.
let me show you the
can't
tell
do
you the
her.
difference
Can't
of
do
what
that.
I say. Inherently, that is true. My daughter is always gonna be able to have a place to call home, but I'm not telling her that. I tell her my money is my money, and I want her to go all in on who she with. She gotta go all in with him. They gotta build this shit together. She can't be 1 foot in, 1 foot out, and then she gonna start emasculating him shit talking about, well, my daddy got money. No, you can't do that. My money is my money. And so you can stay here as long as you gonna be in my house until you get married. I don't care if you're 30. You're gonna be with me until you get married. But when you get with him, y'all gonna build it together. Cleave to your husband. That's his.
Leave to
You
him
gonna
on
give
his
us a
10
down
acres.
payment or
So
something?
so I'm always going to be the
How
safety
old is
net.
she now?
But she's 16.
So what happens at 25 and she meet a guy and she like, Dad, I'm not staying here. I'm out of here. Peace.
He's not
What do
raising
you
that
mean?
kind of daughter.
They gotta
You know,
be
she's
married.
not leaving.
You staying in a
So
buck.
if I'm being
yard.
honest,
Okay.
I understand because I know the personal side and the business
I
side.
grew up in that
outside of this.
household.
I do believe that a lot
Okay.
of the values that Anton stands on are good values.
Yeah.
I do believe that.
Yeah.
I do believe what he's saying in regards to his daughter staying in his house until she's married. I wish I would have stayed at my parents' house until I
A
was
lot of
married.
us do.
However, because of the trauma and the things that we were going through all of us growing together, me and my mom and my dad, I turned 18 and got the fuck off.
And sometimes
And
you
most
feel me?
people kick their kids out.
Sometimes you
They
just
do.
gotta stick it out, like in
Got
what's her name, Michelle Obama, in her memoir that she wrote.
Not what's her name.
She wrote.
Boy, you better not be
No,
trying to
what's
disrespect
her
my auntie
name?
Michelle up here.
Man, listen, I don't care about none of
I
this.
don't play like that.
All right, listen. She wrote in her memoir about how she didn't like Obama for 10 years.
Yeah, 10 years of their marriage, she said that he was not her favorite person.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So a lot of people, y'all don't want to have to go through the endurance of what
That's true.
relationships
That's
is.
true.
No, that's not
That's true.
Like,
But that's
seriously,
both
bro.
sides.
run.
Both sides don't necessarily know
Yeah, no.
in real life, even this whole society, how it goes when it comes to getting a divorce.
Mhm.
For me, divorce not an option.
Mhm.
Unless this man started just randomly whooping on me, which I don't see happening. But divorce not an option.
Oh, you
We're
say you
not.
can't whoop
We
me?
can work
No,
it
he
out.
wanted to whip me. He could whoop
Oh,
me. He
okay.
for sure got hands.
she
You
was
feel
trying
me?
my
But
boy
I just
hand,
don't
though.
have. Yeah, no, I ain't with that kind of man. He ain't trying to raise his hands to me. You feel me?
Yeah.
I just think that a lot of people are jumping the gun, even when it comes to relationships, even when it comes to moving in together, even when it comes to sleeping with each other. Instead of spending our time getting to know each other, instead of spending our time,
Rushing it.
you know, just genuinely learning who this person is, it's like we getting into these popcorn ass microwave Instagram relationships. Okay, cool. Oh, I think you're cute. You think I'm cute. Oh, let's do it. That's not how life goes. You got
Let's
a
have a
whole
baby.
life to think about. You have children already, possibly. You got a future you need to be planning on. And a lot of times as women, and I can only speak as a woman because I'm only a woman, we meet somebody and we just put these rose-colored glasses on and pretend like, oh, this is who this person is. This is who it's gonna be. My whole life is everything for you. You can't function without talking to that man. You starting to cancel plans because of that man. You starting to not go to work because of that man. And that's where y'all be messing up. Because in reality, the same man is still staying on his goals. He's still going to school. He's still going to work. He's still going to hoop with his boys on Saturdays. And what our dumbasses be doing? Sitting around, waiting for him to get back from the basketball courts.
Or even worse.
Go hang out with your homegirls and get to know yourself.
See, a lot of y'all,
I'm okay with that.
y'all need
I'm with
that.
that.
Y'all, if you gonna do something with your friends.
No, seriously. Like, you look stupid as hell at the basketball court with that man. You look dumb as hell. Stop.
Ain't some of us like that.
But ain't nothing wrong with you being up. Ain't nothing wrong with being up under your man.
Ain't no wrong with being like this.
Sit here and tell you.
But I understand what you're saying.
There's nothing wrong with being up under your man, because be clear, baby, me and my man is together literally
See, y'all need
every
that.
day, all day.
Y'all
But what
need that
I am
grandma
saying
energy
is,
back.
y'all need to learn how to let people go off and have their own lives and be their own people sometimes, because you're still your own person too. What makes you happy? What makes you tick? What makes you get going? So many of us can't even sit up here and say, or not us, but people, period, can't even say what they like in somebody. The first thing you're going to start listing off when it comes to what you want in a partner is the shit you don't want. Oh, I don't want nobody that's going to cheat on me. I don't want nobody that's under 6 feet. I don't want nobody that don't make this kind of money. You're going to always list versus what you actually need to draw to you. When you're focused on what you don't want, the negative and things like that, all you're doing is draw more of that to your side, into your environment. You go, I don't want no broke nigga. I don't want no broke nigga. It's gonna be a flock of broke niggas at your door in the morning.
Yeah.
Listen,
and I can't wait to
we
see
just
you.
need more women
Uncle Bill told me
to get back around their grandma, because that's that type of energy.
My grandma did.
God, not like that. We just need more.
Sorry, dark humor. I'm sorry.
That grandma energy was special, because she never quit. All right,
She right here.
y'all new age women, y'all can open up a rehab clinic and just start making other female quit. Y'all so quick to tell a female, hey, now leave that nigga. Leave him. Leave
They
him.
do
Leave
say
him.
that shit, but they say that shit because they want your life. They want you to
Exactly.
hopscotch
Y'all
that
gotta
shit.
practice that grandma energy, man. Bring it back.
Leave them, and I'm gonna say this.
You gonna leave him?
No. I'm the same way. When you get married, divorce is not on the
Yeah, it's
table.
not on
You
the
feel me?
table.
Y'all gotta work
When
that out.
you have a
But
kid,
what I'm
that's a
saying
bigger
is,
commitment.
there are deal breakers in certain situations. A big thing about love, and I've teeter-tottered with this for a long time. I don't know if I want to be respected more or loved more in a relationship. Because I feel like sometimes when they respect you more, it's just certain shit they won't do. A person can love you and do disrespectful shit. So I'm just like, damn, what do I want? In them type of situations, it's like, you marry a man, you don't know his ups and downs. You married him when he was up. The whole time you knew him, he was up. He falls off, life happened. You don't know that when that nigga get depressed, he turns abusive. He start whooping your ass. This not the person that you met or you know. You feel me? But in that situation, y'all married. Am I supposed to tough this out? Am I supposed to stay with this?
I say this.
No, that's when I say leave. You walk, because you ain't nobody punching bag. I don't give a fuck if he come back up and decide to be a better person. When he fell low, you learned who he was.
I
for
say
real.
that all the time.
So I just say, in them type of situations, you say they run and tell you to leave. If I'm running
No,
from an abusive
I'm with
situation, that's okay. If you dealing with a serial cheater, you fucking leave. You don't stay
But
with
that
that
goes back to what I said in regards to spending more time getting to know somebody. Because if you spend more time getting to know people in their different seasons, you gonna know how you handle depression, how you handle when you fall out with your mama and y'all didn't have words, how you handle it when you down low on money a little bit because your job doing layoffs. You're gonna know all of that stuff. And if you cannot adjust, if you are not a person that is a problem solver, that's critical thinking and moving, you cannot leave my life.
If they adapted the sexist before people mentality, that would literally take care of all.
So
you know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna take that time to build with that person.
My freaky ass would never agree with that.
Okay, so my only...
That nigga looked at me in my face and said, sex is for poor people. I guess I'm going to be broke as fuck for them.
Bro,
ain't that right, baby?
The poor people that don't have resources, not saying that you shouldn't have sex, but people don't have resources usually depend on that, first of all, to keep their relationships together. And then on top of that, they have more time to spend around each other doing shit that's not productive.
Poor
that
class,
part too.
3 to 5 kids. Middle class.
All I need is a 7-minute break.
It's the truth.
Rich class. 1 to 2.
And so he's not saying don't have sex.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to get the logic. I get
Yeah, he's not saying that. Yeah.
I heard him say don't have sex. I heard him say don't have sex. But no, in real life, I do want to say something because we talked about marriage. Okay,
I want to
get it off. Go ahead, get it off your chest. You can clear your chest up.
Thinking I'm saying
big as hell right now.
If your dude hitting on you, listen, I always tell women this. If a dude hit you and you go back to him, you ain't looking for love, you looking for a rematch. Get out of there. Get out of there.
I feel you ain't gonna change his character, his energy. Get
out of there.
That's why I started laughing before you.
I agree.
I done been around him too long. I know exactly what he gonna do.
He gonna do the same thing.
I don't know what his punchline gonna be, but I know he coming with it.
He's sorry about how you react.
He gonna be sorry next time it happens, because next time it happens, I'm coming with that little glocky.
No, I do think that we speak about extreme situations.
Yeah, we do.
But in most instances, people don't get divorced because people cheat on them. That's not the number one reason. The number one reason is financial. The number one reason why people break up or why people get divorced is because of money. That is the number one reason. So if you're gonna speak to the majority, you got to speak to that. People are looking. They fight or flight, and when their survival skills start to kick in, or when it comes time to hold you down, a lot of times people leave.
That's true.
They run away.
Why would you leave somebody for cheating on? Every woman in this room has been cheated on.
Like I literally.
So that make every dude in here a cheater.
Them lights get cut off.
Hold on, wait. So that make every dude in here cheater. You gonna leave Anton?
After that.
He was $1 million cheater and gonna come with me, and I'm a broke cheater. You might as well stay with the cheater you know.
This is why everybody got DVs.
No,
It sounds like a bunch of chlamydia and bumps going on.
I told you I got that as
No, I don't think that people. I mean, this is a whole nother conversation. But men and women cheat for different reasons. So.
Anyways, let's not talk about cheating.
It gets so heavy.
I know, right? Like, fuck that.
Look,
hey, let's have a fun topic real quick before we wrap. We're about to wrap up. But so I officiated my first wedding last week for my cousin. And the person that officiated my wedding is actually sitting here as well, my good brother, Trey.
Shout out to Trey.
And one thing that I will say that I do find honorable in being an officiant is that as someone that has a healthy marriage, intentionally working in marriage, intentionally being the wife that I am to my husband, I think it's really dope to be able to kind of give that energy over someone that's entering marriage.
Yeah.
And it felt really good and it felt very natural. So I'm really excited to step into that space and do more officiating. I've been asked like four more times. And I like to get to know the couple first and really just ask questions so I can kind of create the story. Even do a couple of like counseling meetings with them to kind of see like where they stand and whatnot. Because it might not be a good match. I wasn't the person that went to weddings if I didn't believe in the wedding.
Yeah.
If I did not believe, I'm serious. Ask my friends.
All there is witnesses. All there is
when you're at somebody's wedding, you're literally bearing witness in front of God with them.
Facts.
I am not going to bear witness around some stuff that I know is not right.
Don't bring
and
me.
I love
Trick
God.
my mama, but you ain't gonna trick me.
You ain't, listen, you not.
She went. Hot ass son.
Not doing it. You ain't go to your mama.
No, my cousin.
You ain't go to your mama wedding?
My cousin.
Oh, okay.
My mama got tricked. She went.
Oh, okay. I was like, golly, we gonna see y'all next week. We gonna talk about that off camera. Your mama ain't
getting married the best thing I ever did. No lie.
That's the best shit you said all day. Now they cut the episode.
No,
Is the camera still rolling?
No, for real, because now, like, she just can't break up with me. She got to go file papers.
I knew it was going to be a fun.
We'll see y'all next week.
Take these steps, baby.
She procrastinates too much. Take a while.
Talk about she ain't going to leave you that.
I feel like that too. Because